All right, guys. So today I was so angry. Yesterday I was also angry. It was just a day where my body was angry. It felt like it was just pouring out of me from somewhere deep within, like a fountain. It was unpleasant. It was no fun. It interfered with my day or the things that I had planned. And both times it came up, it was triggered after I had a conversation with someone for work, a client. And in both conversations, I felt creatively blocked. So my thoughts weren't really flowing, didn't really have access to, the right words that I needed to talk to the client. During the conversation, I was you know, but after the conversation, I just, felt quite numb within me. And usually that happens, anger is coming forward. Like I can already like expect it or feel it, it's like it's gonna come. And for me, anger tends to come when I feel like I don't have access to my creativity, either through thought or through speech, and especially during moments, conversations where I have to perform. I want to perform, but I get angry. No, like I want to perform, there is no performance, or there's limited performance, or it's more like survival. Like you're doing something based on instinct, but you're not really in tune with the flow, the creativity to get maximum output. And then I tend to become angry, or there's a part in me which really gets angry at when I don't have access to my creativity. Now, over the years, I have learned that the reason I don't have access to my creativity is because there is another part of me that is afraid of something, afraid of being found out, seen as an imposter, seen as knowledgeable by someone else that is, looking at me, not seen as smart, and there's a fear of yeah, getting found out, and the other person realizing, hey, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. And that fear, then blocks creativity, right? Because it's hard to be creative if you're afraid, if you're in fight or flight, and then you're not going to be creative because you're focused on, the running away or fighting or doing stuff that you need to survive. There's no Michelin star thoughts, coming forward, and you're not, connected also to your like intuition as much and higher consciousness, states, because you're in fear. That's lower consciousness. You're tapped into a vibration where those Michelin stars, don't live. So the fear brings me down, um, but you have to perform. So, and in those moments you can't, and so you get frustrated. Now, what I've learned over the years is to treat um, that inability to be creative, or to not have access to my creativity with more compassion, with kindness, because there is a part of me which is afraid. It's a defense mechanism. It doesn't help to be more angry at a part that is afraid. It just further retreats. It doesn't get the opportunity to really come forward authentically, and to be seen, and to be loved, and to be healed. As a result, it needs to be able to come forward freely, just like you have a friend that's hurt, that needs compassion from other friends to express, and to get over. If you start yelling at the friend is going to retreat, is going to pull back, and is not going to like you very much, and is not really going to get over whatever it is that he or she is feeling. So uh, c- compassion is always the way. But like, I'm aware of that during those moments, like even during the conversation that I'm having with the client, or the 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 other person. Like, I'll notice, oh, hey, there's limited access now, and then I'll know, oh, hey, it's okay for now. Like, I'll treat it with compassion. But then there's this, you know, a- anger within me, which like automatically gets triggered, and starts to come rushing in, which signals me, or notifies me that, hey, there is this reservoir within me of of anger, um, from years ago, probably from when I stuttered, that was very angry that he couldn't speak or express himself, or didn't have access, and he had to deal with all that crap. Like, I didn't have the perspective of compassion, and of treating the part of me with that was afraid, with kindness. And so back in the day, it was just, uh, I can express, why is this happening? Anger, block anger, and there wasn't really compassion. So that's that anger part that then comes forward, and also needs to be expressed, then, and allowed to come forward. Which means that these past 2 days have been quite intense, and angry. But that's part of the journey. My intent is to feel completely comfortable in my own skin, and so energy follows intent. Stuff is going to come forward that will lead to that outcome eventually. And in order, to feel calm, you need to feel rage, if that's within you. You need to go through in order to get over it. So I'm doing my best to just allow it, and to ride the waves of my feelings. And so, even though I started, this video at the beginning with saying that it interfered in my day, it actually, did not interfere in my day. It was precisely the thing that I needed to spend the time on. It came forward, in the present moment, and that's usually what needs to come forward, and things that we need to spend the time on. So, uh, jump into your anger. That's my message for this video. Enjoy.